expression. So for this lesson, make sure that you already watch our lesson on multiplication of rational expression and simplifying rational expression. So we are going to review first the simple multiplication of fraction. For example, we have 6/8 divided by 3/5. So in order to get the quotient of our rational expression, we are going to get the reciprocal of our divisor. So remember that the parts of our division, we have the dividend, the operation sign for division, and then we have the divisor bago pa yung ating quotient, which is the answer. So in order to get the reciprocal, you are just going to interchange the numerator and the denominator. So it will become 5/3. So from 3/5, interchange the numerator and denominator, it will become 5/3. Then, apply our multiplication method. So you can use the cancellation method na ginamit natin sa multiplication of rational expression. So we have 2 and 1. Why? Because both of them are divisible by 3. So 2 times 5, that is 10. 8 times 1, that is 8. So both of them are divisible by 2. So we have 10 divided 2, that is 5. And 8 divided 2, that is 4. Therefore, the quotient for 6/8 divided by 3/5 is 5/4. Very good. Now, for our second example, we have 18/25 divided by 6. So, is 6 a rational number? Yes, it is. Because all of the whole numbers are automatically have their denominator, which is 1. So, the whole number 6 can be written as 6/1. Now, get the reciprocal of our divisor para ma-apply na natin yung multiplication method. So, we have 18/25 multiplied by 1/6. Lagi lang ang tatandaan na kapag kinukuha ang reciprocal, pagpapalitin lang yung position ng numerator and denominator. Okay, now we can multiply. So, 18 times 1, that is 18, and 25 times 6, that is 150. So, masyadong malaki, masyadong tatagal kapag ganyan kasi hahanapin pa natin kung ano yung mga GCF niya or saan siya divisible. So, we can use the cancellation method. So, 18 and 6 are both divisible by 6. So, 18 divided 6, that is 3, and 6 divided 6, that is 1. So, 25 and 1, so prime na sila kasi hindi naman na kayang isimplify. So, 3 times 1, that is 3, and 25 times 1, that is 25. Therefore, our quotient is 3/25. Okay, for the example of our multiplication of our division of rational algebraic expression, first we have 12m raised to 5n squared over 5mn divided by 24m raised to 5 all over 25n squared. So, we are going to get the reciprocal of our divisor. So, we have 12m raised to 5n squared. So, you are just going to copy your first rational expression over 5mn. Multiply, apply the multiplication method. 25n squared over 24m raised to 5. So, just use the cancellation method para mas madali. So, both 12 and 24 are divisible by 12. So, 12 divided by 12, yes, that is 1. And 24 divided by 12, that is 2. Very good. So, both 5 and 25 are divisible by 5. Because 5 divided by 5, that is 1. And 25 divided by 5, that is 5. Now, look at their variables. look at their variables if there is the same variable that was used or that were used for both numerator and denominator. And look at their exponent before you apply the quotient rule. So you have m and n for both numerator and denominator. So for the numerator, we have m raised to 5. So meron din tayo niyan sa denominator. So we can cancel it out because m raised to 5 divided by m raised to 5, the answer is 1. Next, n squared. So do we also have n squared sa denominator? No, isang n lang ang meron tayo sa denominator, so you can apply the quotient rule. N squared divided by n, the remaining or the quotient will be n. Very good. So ngayon, wala na tayo pwedeng i-cancel na variable or coefficient. Let's simplify or let's get the product. So 1 times 5, the answer is 5. Then we have n times n squared, the answer is n cubed. And 1 times 2, the answer is 2. Write the remaining variable which is m. Therefore, our quotient for the given expression or rational expression is 5n cubed over 2m. Next example, we have x squared minus 1 all over x squared plus 2x plus 1 divided by 15x over 3x plus 3. Now, we are going to get the reciprocal of our divisor. So, we write the first, we have x squared minus 1 all over x squared plus 2x plus 1 multiply by 3x plus 3 over 15x. So, what are the factoring methods na pwede nating i-apply? So, for the first numerator, we can use the difference of two squares. For the denominator of it, we can use the perfect square trinomial. Then, for the next one, we can use the GCF. And the last one is a prime, meaning it is not factorable. Let's get their factors. So, x squared minus 1 through the use of, this is DTS or difference of two squares rather. So, with the use of DTS, we have x plus 1 and x minus 1. And for its denominator, with the use of perfect square trinomial, we have x plus 1 and x plus 1. Multiply by, so we are going to factor out 3. So 3x divide 3, that is x. 3 divide 3, that is 1. So we have x plus 1 or 3 multiplied by the quantity x plus 1. All over 15x. So, look at our numerator and denominator. Kung meron tayong same factors, then we can cancel it out. So, x plus 1 and x plus 1, another x plus 1 and x plus 1. Then, kung wala na pwedeng i-cancel, we can rewrite it or get their product. So, we have 3 multiplied by x minus 1 over 15x or simply 3x minus 3 over 15x if you are going to use the distributive property. So, alin man dito sa dalawa ay tamang sagot. Okay, for our last example, we have here 2y cubed plus 16 all over y squared minus 2y plus 4 divided by 3y squared minus y minus 14 all over 4y squared. So, let us identify what factoring method we are going to use. So, for the first numerator, we are going to use the CMF or simply just the GCF. The denominator of the first rational expression is a prime, meaning it is not factorable. And we are going to use here the general trinomials. And for the last one, we are going to use none because it is already a prime. So, let's get the reciprocal of our divisor. So, that will become 2y cubed plus 16 all over y squared minus 2y plus 4 multiplied by our reciprocal or the divisor's reciprocal. We have 4y squared all over 3y squared minus y minus 14. Okay, now let's simplify. Let's get their factors. So, for the numerator, we have 2 multiplied by y cubed plus 8. All over y squared minus 2y plus 4. Multiply by 4y squared. And use the general trinomials for that. What will be your factors? So, our factors will be y plus 2 and 3y minus 7. Okay, now, meron pa tayong kayang isimplify. Ano kaya yun? Ano kayang part yun? Yung kaya pang isimplify? Yes, very good. The first numerator, because it has the sum of 2 cubes. So, if we factor the sum of 2 cubes, it will result to 2 times y plus 2 multiply by y squared minus 2y plus 4. So, dapat talaga familiar tayo sa mga factoring methods. All over y squared minus 2y plus 4 multiply by 4y squared all over y plus 2 multiply by the quantity 3y minus 7. Now, cancel natin kung ano yung mga magkakapareho sa kanilang factors sa numerator at sa denominator. So, for numerator, we have y plus 2 as well as to our denominator. Then, we also have trinomials. Y squared minus 2y plus 4. Is there any other? Meron pa po ba? Yes, wala na. So, what will be our quotient? So, we have 2 times 4y squared or product rather. We have 8y squared over, anong natitira sa denominator? We have 3y minus 7. Therefore, this will be the quotient of our given rational expression. So, ganyan lang po kadali ang pag-divide ng rational expression. So, i-apply lang natin yung natutunan natin sa multiplication of rational expression, then, tuloy-tuloy na siya, makukuha na natin yung quotient. So, see you again on our next lesson. Bye, grade 8!